Awesome.
Yeah, what?
So now I'm going to my YouTube. All right. We're just going to give people time to join in here. We are live. Let's see those comments start streaming in.
Oh yeah. Do I click comments?
Oh yeah.
Comments.
That way you can see.
There we go.
Cool.
We are live. We've got 2 people on the comments already. Thanks for joining, people. Hello there, Robert.
What's up, Robert?
That's 5. So I'm gonna start doing the talking now. So, as everyone can see, we are here live tonight with our guest Keith Weldon. Thank you for joining us, Keith.
How's it going?
It's all good, mate. We're live tonight, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, or just coming on 8. We're live with Keith Weldon, and we're going to be doing we're going to do a short little interview, ask some questions, and then we'll get on to some little sessions. So thank you, everyone, for joining.
I just sent you the link, Keith.
All right, cool.
So Tony Glover's just posted in a paranormal shockwave. Thank you, Tony. Oh, we've got a few people here now. Again, to all the new people who are joining in, we have Keith Weldon in as our guest tonight. I shall be using the one and
only.
I was about to call it the Wonder Box.
The one and only. It's not the only.
I'll be using, after the questions once we've spoke to Keith, I'll be using the Black Beauty portal, and Keith will be using his
Panabox.
Awesome Panabox.
And we will be running none other than Mr. Weldon's Necrophonic app.
Indeed, we will be. So who's inside?
So for those of you who are watching from Facebook,
what's up, Tony?
If you haven't already, go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and it will ask for permission to show your photo and your name through StreamYard. Just click allow, and that way we know who is commenting from Facebook. We greatly appreciate it.
All right, so
I'm going to go ahead and pull up.
Here we go.
Live in Facebook.
Sharing it. I think Tony shared it to.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna pull it up here just so we can watch the comments.
Right.
Okay. So it looks like that's Perry. It says, "Hey Keith, Perry, if you could go to, like I said, go to streamyard.com/Facebook." And just click allow to let StreamYard view your name and profile picture so that we know who's chatting with us today.
Thanks, Tony, again, mate. Hello, Lee.
So I'm going to set this up over here.
Yeah.
Or you can have it right here is fine.
Yeah.
You can watch those comments just in case somebody.
All right, so there's 6 people that join. What's going on?
Oh, so for everybody who doesn't know yet, I have to run and get my daughter from work. So Sean and Keith are going to kick things off, and I shall be back in about 20 minutes or so.
Okay. So
right, you guys have fun.
I'll speak to you in a bit, babe.
All right. Yep.
Speak to you shortly.
Oh, Kitty. Of course.
Kitty's coming in. Right, so let's begin with this. So, again, to everyone here, we've got Keith Weldon on the live tonight, this weekend. We're going to be asking some questions and doing some live spirit communication. So I hope everyone's ready and that you're prepared with your questions when we do the sessions. So again, thank you, Keith, for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Brilliant. So a few questions, mate. What made you get into the paranormal?
Well, in 2011 I started really getting into like paranormal TV shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And it got me interested in it. And then in 2012, me and Carissa, my wife, we went to a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
And we did a little mini investigation there.
Yeah.
It was the first time I did like EVP sessions and stuff like that. And then shortly after that, we got like a PSB7 spirit box.
Yeah.
And we started going on investigations and stuff. And
it all began from there.
I used the PSB7 for like a year or two. And then I started getting into other devices like the Hack Shack radios and things like that.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's one radio that I really wish to get is the Hack Shack, and they are very rare from what I know. The Hack Shack 12.
587.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. They are brilliant, brilliant radios. Hello there, Bill Perry. Okay, I did do the StreamYard thing. Brilliant. So we can see everyone's comments, guys. So thank you for doing that. So how long has the Chill Seekers been running for now? Because you've been running for quite a while now.
Yeah, we started in 2012. And it's just been going ever since.
Brilliant. I still use my PSV7. That's great. So I see that you on one of your videos that you were mentioning about a new app that you're looking into making another app.
Yeah, I'm working on a new project right now. It's a new app. I'm hoping to have it done at the beginning of the year, hopefully like January sometime. I've just been doing a lot of research on it, and I've found some pretty cool things to add to the app. That's why I was actually testing the phaser effect with Spiritus. It's part of one of many things that I'm testing for the new app, and so far so good. It looks like it's going to be, I don't know. I think it's going to do good.
I think from what I've seen of your videos using the phaser, there's been loads of other people using the phaser. That is a good effect, a very very good effect.
The idea for the new app is I want to try to enhance the EVP communication. So I'm finding ways to create disturbances, shift the audio frequencies in a way where I believe that spirits will be able to use the audio even better than they can now. Yeah,
that's brilliant. I'm really looking forward to that app, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are looking forward to seeing it and using it also.
Yeah.
So, in your time doing doing paranormal work, like videos, where would you say is the best location you've been?
I've been to some pretty cool locations. There's a spot here locally called Daydreams and Nightmares. It's a costume shop that used to be a funeral home, and that's kind of our go-to spot for local anyway. But I really liked the Bel Air House in Ohio.
There was Steve at one point.
I went there with Steve. Yeah,
that was cool. That was a very cool video.
Yeah, that place was interesting. And then Preston Castle is pretty cool. Kennedy Mine, Queen Mary.
Yeah, I see that video of the Queen Mary. That was really cool. That's one place. Another place I would really like to go is the Queen Mary.
Yeah,
there's a lot of spirits there. That is for sure.
Yeah, that was fun. It was cool because I actually went there to meet Nick Groff back when he was doing Paranormal Lockdown and stuff.
Yeah.
So I went to show him some new devices I was working on, and then we stayed there and did our own investigation while we were there. Yeah. It was fun.
Must have been awesome meeting Nick because he used some of your. I think he used some of your apps and a device on his show.
On his show, he used Spiritus, and then he used my video ghost box that I made too.
Yeah, I see that. I'll tell you what is a shame is obviously they stopped filming during season 3, if I'm thinking rightly. That was a really, really, really good show. A really, really good show, and it's a shame it stopped. So, like I see other shows like don't get me wrong, I like watching Ghost Adventures. I like watching a number of stuff that I did. The second one was obviously Paranormal Lockdown, but other than what I'm watching now, like yourselves, there's not really much of the shows I watch now. Like sometimes I do feel Ghost Adventures sometimes can be over. How would you put it? Over dramatic,
Yeah.
Over dramatic.
Yeah, I don't really watch the shows that much. I'll check them out just to see what they're like. I don't know.
But
they're entertaining, I guess, but
they are.
They take them that serious, really.
But to be honest with you, I only ever watch Ghost Adventures now because I like. Obviously, they used the DR62.
Yeah.
And, obviously, I've seen you use a DR60. Steve uses a DR60. Josh as well. You can't fake that stuff. You can't. You can't.
The thing about that is, I recently put out a video because I went to Kennedy Mine, and Ghost Adventures went there too. And when we were there, we kept getting this name Holden. Excuse me. It came through on several devices. No one knew what this name was. It kept saying Holden. It came through on the DR60, the Xbox. I hadn't even seen the episode yet, but I got home and I watched the Ghost Adventures episode when they were there, and they were doing an EVP session.
Yeah.
And when they played it back, it says Holden. Like, I heard the name, and then they captioned it as No, but if you really listen to it, it's not No. It's definitely 2 syllables, and it sounds like Holden. So I was like, did they get the same name?
I think I see that video. Was that a video you posted?
I put it out recently, yeah.
I thought so. I remember that video. I do remember that video. Yeah. So you work. I take it. I know that you work with Chris Racky Gates as well. From what's his group called again?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rocky. Yeah.
Rocky as well.
Too. He's a chill seeker, but he has his own side projects that he does on his own.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been working with him since 2017, I want to say. Yeah, we've done a lot of investigations with him.
Yeah, I've seen most of the videos, and I've been watching your like recent ones. Like, do you have any? Is there going to be any upcoming ones coming out soon, or have you planned any new places that you're going to be going to?
Yeah, we have a couple places in mind right now. We're still trying to work out all the details to book it.
Yeah.
But I think next week we got something coming up. I don't know if it's going to be an episode, but we're going somewhere next week. And we're going to do some filming and stuff. So that might be an episode. I don't know. We might just put that out as a video.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. You're going to take the Panna box with you?
Oh, yeah. Panna box, DR60.
That's it. That's it. See, I like the Panna box and I like the DR62. They're stuff that, they're just awesome to use. I've never used a Panna box, but I've used the DR60 before, and it's just, it's just amazing. It's all a lot, like they say, the connection you have. And when the time I got to use the DR60, the stuff we got out of it was just amazing.
Yeah, you get some direct responses. And
oh yes,
now the Panna box, I just got this recently. I've only done really one session with it.
Yeah,
so I'm looking forward to using it more at locations and stuff and seeing how it does.
That's brilliant.
So far, so good.
All right, let's read some of these. Ghost Nation is pretty cool. I'm liking Ghost Hunters and Ghost Nation as well. A few people liking the same thing. Yeah,
that's kind of like the 2 different shows with the taps people. One's got, I think, Grant, and the other one's got the other guy, Hawes. And it's kind of like Ghost Hunters split and made 2 different shows. I've only seen a couple episodes.
There's another one I've seen. Is it called Ghost Brothers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they're still going anymore. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I've been watching Ghost Brothers as well. A few really. My friend Lee Williams on there now. he was the one that introduced me to Ghost Brothers. So yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah.
I do like my shows, but there, like I said, there is some shows I feel that they make it over dramatic, and
Yeah.
it just don't give my interest. I like it. I like the real stuff when you see them using the DR60s, or obviously not many people have got the Panna boxes yet, but it's mainly I only watch them sort of shows just to watch their EVPs and what they get, really.
That's why I watch it too, for the
Yeah.
EVPs, really.
And it's to learn as well. That's how I feel. It's to learn. You see different people using the same device, but they do it in their own way, and that's a good thing, because if you've got your own way and you know how to use it, then you're going to get responses.
Yeah, I like watching the shows for the EVPs and for the locations. They go to some pretty good locations usually.
Oh, right. What other questions was I going to ask? So, the Necrophonic, I see a lot of people been using it. A lot of people love that app. I'm one of them, obviously.
It seems to be the most popular app.
It is very much the most popular app.
Yeah.
It's just Chris Racky Gates. What's up, mate? Chill seekers for life.
What's up, Rocky?
Yeah, but this is the lives I've been doing is, I'm hoping to do a lot more of these. What's this? I turned the guy from TWC team into Spiritus last year. Seen them use it on a few episodes on both their shows. See, that's something else I've noticed. Like you see Nick Groff using some of your apps, but then there's been a lot of other programs that are using it as well. Using yours and others.
The Tennessee Wraith Chasers, they use the apps. I sent them the Deadwave app, I believe, too, to check out, because they were asking if I had any other devices. So
it must be really cool seeing your apps on the show. It must be really,
it's pretty cool.
I bet, mate. I bet. Hierarchy. Who else is here? Hello, Debbie. Who else? There's a number of people. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Judy Smith Johnson. Thank you for joining. So, have you ever had, like, before doing obviously your own shows and when you were like younger, perhaps when you were a child, have you ever had any experiences with
like paranormal experiences when I was a kid?
Yeah.
When I was younger, one of my good friends, he lived in a house that was pretty haunted, and we had several weird experiences there. Like it would sound like people were in the house, but then we would look and like no one was there.
Mm.
And then one time we were kind of young and dumb, so we were using a Ouija board.
Yeah,
it wasn't working, and we were out back. We're sitting on the patio, and it didn't work at all. So my friend like picked up the board and he's like cussing, and he like threw the board down and started stomping on it, just because we were dumb little kids, right? And as he's doing that, I look over, and within arm's reach, there's a giant dead crow sitting next to me. And like, there's no way we went out there and sat down next to this dead crow. You know what I mean? The thing just appeared there, and we both looked at each other and like freaked out. We ran out the side gate through his backyard.
Yeah. And
as we're leaving, I look over, and his front door is standing like wide open. Like his door was closed, So yeah, it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Have you used Ouija boards a lot then? Because I've never personally used a Ouija board, and some people say they work, some people say they don't work. Have you ever had any?
Yeah, I own like, I don't know, I think 6 or 7 of them. Yeah, I use them occasionally. They're pretty interesting. I don't know. It's just a different feeling with the Ouija board to have it actually move on its own and actually produce like intelligent responses. I don't know. It's just different. It kind of freaks you out at first because you're like, I'm not moving it. I'm not moving it. Who's
See,
moving?
that's the thing with me. When I'd see people use, Ouija boards, and I'd sit there and think to myself, but how do you know? Some people say they ain't moving it, but with me, I'm just not too sure. Until obviously I need to try one myself to know, experience it. But I'm not too sure about the Ouija boards because some people say if you use a Ouija board, it's gonna be you're gonna have all evil spirits coming through and stuff like that, and
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that about anything really, but
even radios,
exactly. But I don't know. I think there's just so much like stigma around a Ouija board that I think it kind of creates that energy, that fear, and it could bring in more negative things because you're afraid of it.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I think. Although the last time I did use one, me and Carissa used it at a park, and I never really believed in the whole Zozo thing. Like you've heard of the Zozo demon?
I have, yeah.
Ouija board demon or whatever. And I never really believed in it. And then it started doing it ZO back and forth, and then it started going MA, which is I guess another name for it or something.
Is that Mama?
Yeah. They say like it's kind of like another name for it. I don't know. But we kept getting that, and it kind of freaked us out because, like I said, I didn't even believe in the Zozo thing really because I never experienced it myself. But after that, I was like, okay, maybe there's something to it because we definitely weren't moving it.
See, Zozo demon, eh? I've seen a lot of videos where people have got, Zozo demon come through. Even people who have claimed to, use a Ouija board and then get possessed, like some sort of, their mind or their body just goes off on one after using a Ouija board. I don't understand how that can happen,
Yeah, well, I think my theory on how a Ouija board works, and I don't know if it's my theory, but the theory I believe is that it's not a spirit reaching out and like grabbing the planchette and moving it. It's sort of them channeling themselves through you.
Right.
And so it's like almost a partial possession. So like they used to, there's a test where they blindfold people and they go, look, it's not working anymore because they're blindfolded. So obviously it's fake or whatever. But the way I look at it is they're actually channeling through you. So your eyes are their eyes, really. Like that's the way I look at it.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. Also, I definitely need to try and to see what I can get come through, because that is one thing I've never done is a Ouija board. Like, I know you have to open it properly or something, or who's that? I can't talk right now. Sorry about that, guys. I know you have to open it properly and then close it properly.
Yeah.
And sorry about that, guys. When opening it, do you have to say something? Do you have to say something? Do you have to say, or do you have to?
I don't know. I've never said anything specific. What we usually do is we put our hands on it and we like do circles.
Right.
And then we stop, and then we ask for communication. And then when we're done, we move it to goodbye.
Oh, right.
That's how I've always done it.
So that's not necessarily true then. You don't have to, there's not a certain way you have to close it then, or is it?
Personally, I've never, no. The only thing I've done is we say goodbye and we move it to goodbye to end it. But that's all I've done.
All right.
I don't know.
That's strange. I'm definitely because I'm seeing. I'm seeing like shops even sell Ouija board, like children's shops. Like.
Well, yeah, they saw it at Toys R Us.
Yeah, I
Or
was just
Toys
gonna
R Us
mention that.
around.
And I was like, "Whoa, Toys R Us are selling
Yeah.
Ouija boards."
Well, I mean, I used the Ouija board when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We would just like try to scare each other and stuff with it, really. But
See, there's even made ones you can do now. Like people use, like what is it? I don't know. I think I see a pencil or something like that. I see one made. I'm not too sure. It was different to an Ouija board, but it did the same thing.
okay, like a pendulum.
Something like that. So I'll have to look it up. Yeah. So, again, like obviously you and Carissa have been to a lot of places. Where would you say the most high active place you've both ever been to?
I would have to say this nightclub that we went to. There was, I don't even think it's around anymore, but there used to be this nightclub in Stockton, California.
Yeah.
Called, what was it called? I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it was this nightclub, and they were experiencing all this like crazy stuff. And when we went there, we were getting some crazy communication, and Carissa like got sick, and all kinds of stuff happened. And
it
was weird. They had some story about somebody who died. I forgot. It's been so long, but something about a chair, and there's this missing chair with blood on it. Sorry, my dogs are barking. But we did a spirit box session, and it actually told us to go to the attic. And when we went up to the attic, like not an attic, but like, where you can remove the ceiling, like the roof.
Yeah, that's it.
We did that, and we looked up in there, and there was actually a chair up in there. So we were like, "Is that the chair?"
No,
it was or not, because we couldn't climb up in there, but we could shine a flashlight. And there was a chair, like somebody stashed a chair up in the roof, in the ceiling of the building. So that kind of goes along with their story about someone dying and a chair with blood on it. I don't know, but it was an interesting place. It was very active.
See, I've been to. I'd say the most active place I've ever been to is Hillview Manor. I don't know if you've heard of it before. Ghost Adventures went there a few years ago. It's in Pennsylvania. No, not Pennsylvania. Near Gettysburg. I went there with Chad and Melissa, and we got some really, really cool stuff. I'd say that was the most active place I've ever been to. I should go to more places, but it's all in the planning. I'm planning on to do more stuff, more videos, go to more places that, obviously where you guys go, some places where you guys been. I'd love to go to the Queen Mary. That just, the first time I see a video of the Queen Mary was of someone talking to, it was a female spirit. The man's passed on now. I can't remember his name. I'm pretty sure you'd probably have heard about it. A man was having a conversation with a female spirit. He was shouting or talking loud, and he was getting response. Something felt like someone's down the end of the corridor. He was talking, and there was a little girl speaking with him. I'm sure Ghost Adventures did a.
Is that Sightings? I believe it was called. It was an old show called Sightings. I
think so. But that would be one very intriguing place to go to. Very, very intriguing.
I looked it up. That Stockton nightclub was called the Tropicana nightclub, and it's actually episode 9 from 5 years ago. So if anyone wants to go watch that, you can see.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it. I love watching stuff like that. What's Robert's? Oh, Pennsylvania. Sorry, Robert. And I'll send you a link to a website that hosts a number of places across America if you want me to. Yeah, you can send that to me, Robert. Just send it across to my inbox, and I'll definitely have a check it out. I've been to the Queen Mary. That would be cool. yeah, it'd be interesting to hear some of your stuff, Barbara. Anyone who's wondering who Barbara is, that's Nicole's aunt. But Barbara, if you could send me some of your, tell me some stuff that when you went there, that'd be interesting to hear. So tonight we're going to be doing, again, like I said, everyone, we're going to be doing some, I'm going to be doing a pool session. Keith's going to be using his panel box, and hopefully we're going to see what we get. So if you want to, mate, you can go first if you like.
Sure.
Yeah. And remember, guys, if you can listen in, if you hear anything, to let us know in the comments. That will be awesome. And then, as everyone knows, once the live's ended, we'll both be going over what we got and putting it as one video. And like last week, I know we got some awesome stuff last week with Jack and his PSP7 and his Portal. And hopefully we can do it again this week. That's what we are looking for.
All right, so I'm gonna run the panel box, but you see it right here.
Yeah.
Now there's a little tip here. If you put foil on the corner of it like that, it like shields some of the extra static noise. So I'm gonna run it like that first with the foil.
Yeah.
And then like halfway through or so, I'll take it off and just run it straight, and we'll see what we get.
Brilliant. Good evening, Spirit. How many spirits are here with us today? You ask some questions, mate. Probably can't hear me because
Is this device to communicate with us? Can you tell us your name? I'm gonna go ahead and take the foil off.
Okay, mate.
Getting a lot of... Who's here with us? How many spirits are here? Do you have a message for us?
Ooh, don't come through there.
Can you tell us your name, please, so we know who we're talking to?
Yeah, this lady, yeah. Are any of our spirit guides here with us today?
You guys have already asked.
Are there spirits here that can see people watching the live tonight?
Do you have any important messages for us? Can you use this radio to communicate?
What is this so important?
Could you mention any of the people watching live? Could you mention their names or say their names for us? Or is there anything that you would like to say to us?
Can you say one of our names, please? Kind of like said Larry.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Daddy keeps hearing, ask us something else.
Are you in a happier place? Are you in a happier place now?
Rocky said, who is Larry?
Who?
Rocky.
Mm. Well, thank you for joining us, spirits. All right. I'll be interested into it. You'll be interested to hear what comes through tonight.
Sound like it said huff, but I don't know.
I've definitely heard something, that's for sure.
Lee Williams says, ask if we need any help crossing.
That's a good question. Do you need any help crossing over?
Definitely can you win.
Yeah. Someone said pulse. Yeah.
Good. Neighborhood law.
Someone said yes. If you're needing help crossing over, yeah, I'm sure that's a yes again.
Sound like yes, huh?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are you lost? What do you see where you're at?
Yeah,
No.
that's what it sounded like.
Do you see
Willie.
angels?
Sorry, mate, go on.
Do you see angels where you're at? Where are you from?
Okay. But I thought it said have the light and then something about church. Good.
They're definitely coming through, but it's going to need to be reviewed.
For the spirit who said they needed help crossing over, have you asked God for the light? One of them, I thought.
Someone says, please help us. Yeah, he's going. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it says I hear intruder. Yeah, intruder. I'm really looking forward to listening to this.
Any last messages you want to give us before I turn this off?
Thought I heard a thing somewhere.
Well, thank you for communicating with us, Stuart. When I said that, I thought I heard a Stuart say thank you.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, so did Barbara.
I'm going to turn this off now. Anything you want to say before I turn it off? Thank you for communicating.
Thank you.
Thank you, Spirit. You know what's interesting, just before you turn that off, I heard something that sounded like what you would hear off of the DR60. You know what I'm talking about? Like that really loud, like they're really pushing. That was interesting.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Panel boxes, they not only look awesome, but they sound awesome too.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Sorry, I missed out on a lot of this.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. You can watch back after.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot in review.
Yeah.
When we review it, it's going to be, I think there's a lot of stuff that came through.
I agree.
Well, thank you for using the panel box. Really, really appreciate it. So now we're going to go on to the Black Beauty, and we're going to be using, of course, we will be using. Let's just plug it in.
Debbie said she was hearing a scratchy whisper a lot.
Yeah, I was hearing like whispering kind of sounds.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're going to be using.
Hard to see because it's so.
It's pretty hard to see because of the glare. There we go.
Necrophonic.
We're going to be using the Necrophonic app now with the Black Beauty portal. So let's turn everything on. Again, if anyone has any questions or if they hear anything, just please comment on what you hear or comment on your questions.
Robert's excited about Necrophonic.
Yes.
Yes, Robert, we are using your favorite today.
So before I begin on, like I do on all videos, we only want nice spirits coming through, loving spirits coming through. No negative.
We call upon Archangel Michael. Excuse me, my voice. Archangel Michael and the power of God for protection. We ask for white light to surround us.
And for any loving spirits that want to communicate with us today. So let's get it on.
I'm here. I thought.
Hello, spirits.
Three. You don't have should I?
How many are here with us today? Come through, speak with us. Does it need help? I'll let you answer. Oh, crumbs. I'll let you ask some questions.
Robert says, hello, spirits. Are you happy that I returned the items to the backyard? Yes.
We're here. Why don't you come and say hello to Keith, our guest tonight? Can you see Keith on the video?
You like this?
Do you like communicating with us?
Did I say absolutely?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Are you able to hear my voice?
I thought I heard something in there say, yeah, Keith, in a female tone.
Can you see the members of the live feed watching today?
Can you say one of their names?
spirits, you're the happy MOE. Keith, you said Keith again.
How many are here with us in a number? Come through and tell us nice and clearly, if you can. I know you've done it for us before.
Can I just repeat?
Is there any other people?
That was my spirit guide chat.
Is there any other people in the live that would like to ask any questions? Or perhaps,
Robert asks, is Edith here tonight?
say I'm with you. I can't remember now.
Barbara asks, are you in heaven?
Someone said, do they have any messages for me? I think I heard a yes straight away there. That was Debbie Goldberger's message. Do you like using these devices?
No.
That's a good question, Lee. Lee William asks, what colour is Keith Weldon hat he has? What colour is Keith Weldon's hat?
Can you tell us what color hat Keith has on?
I thought I might have heard hat too.
A lot of people heard hat.
Yeah. Yep, Tony, Lee. Rocky as well.
God.
That was a lot. God. Like, you know, it's a long pronounce.
Does anyone else in the chat have any more questions?
Lee Williams said, I swear it said blood. Are any of the spirits that are here right now talking with us? Were you also talking through Keith's Panabox?
Good question. Is that Chris Racky's question? Facebook Eddie Glassberger asked them if they see angels as coloured lights or like people with wings. Are angels coloured as light or like people with wings? That's a good one, Lee. How many fingers am I holding up, spirits?
Lee.
Just said your name, I think.
I'll say Canada too.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3. They're trying. Rocky. That's good.
There's a question from the chat. Like people see when they pass, angels or other spirits?
YouTube chat.
Do you see light where you're at?
Start finding out numbers too.
Might have heard the question to what Keith said. They might have said yes. I'm sure I heard that. Another person asked them if they ever heard a chorus of angels singing. Are there angels that sing in a chorus in heaven? We're gonna leave it on for a little while longer, spirits. Do you have anything that you would like to say? If you could say anything right now, what would it be?
What? Judith?
Here's another question from the. Are you all together in the same dimension, or do you come together in a separate dimension to do ITC communication?
It's a good question. What they do?
You keep saying Lee pretty consistently. Do you have a message for Lee? He can.
We thank you for joining us, spirits. Can you say bye for us? We thank you for joining us tonight. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for communicating, spirits. Is there any last message you want to give them?
Are there any last things you guys want to say before we shut it off?
Someone says they hear I might or I might. We thank you for joining us, spirits.
Thank you very much.
And we will look back on this, guys, when we go over full review.
Can you say bye for us?
Thank you for joining, spirits.
Bye.
Wow. I'm certainly looking forward to going over the necrophonic app session.
Yeah.
I think there might have been more coming through on the panel box.
I think we had a comical spirit there because I wasn't the only one that heard it, but Sean was asking, was there anything that the spirits would like to say? And I was just walking back in the room and I heard "but." I'm like, we have a comical spirit. They wanted to say "but." All right.
Yeah, I think once you review it, that's where I always find most of my communications when I review it. Usually live, it's very limited.
Yeah.
You kind of don't really know what you got. There's sometimes where I'll do a whole session. I think I didn't hear one thing come through, but I go back and review it and it's like tons of messages. I'm like, okay, how did I not hear these messages? So it's all about reviewing it, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's what I love doing. Out of everything, I love reviewing.
What is it like? Some people say it's like 90% of what you hear is on review.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm. When we was last week.
But with that phaser and banks 2 and 3,
we tested that out last week.
That was like a lot of real time stuff there. I was like, holy Moses, what is going on?
One of them was "Hi, Sean."
Very clearly.
That was really, really, really clear. I've still got that to go through, but I'm definitely wanting to use the phaser. But that is definitely true. You on review, you will get majority of the responses going back on review.
And there were times too where you guys were asking questions, and then it would be like super quiet when you were asking, and then all of a sudden just this onslaught of stuff come through. I'm like, I know there's something in there. I'm not hearing it right now, but it's in there. Yeah. So cool.
It's been a good night tonight with some communication. I like the panel box off. But I personally thought, look, I know you go back on review.
Mm-hmm.
You go back on review, but I think we might got a lot on the panel box because I was definitely hearing stuff.
Yeah, I was hearing stuff when I got here too. I'm kind of sad I missed most of it, but yeah, I'll look back on it. Yeah, awesome.
It's been a good night. So,
and thank you again, Keith, for joining us tonight.
It's been a good night. Yeah, thank you, Keith, for joining us. And
thanks for inviting me.
Not a problem.
And we look forward to, like we were talking earlier about, planning on going on some more locations. We look forward to watching that. We definitely look forward to the new app once it's released.
And
that's for
sure. For those of the viewers who are watching who may not be subscribed yet, Keith has his Chill Seekers YouTube channel, which is Chill Seekers TV, isn't it?
Yeah, Chill Seekers TV, and then my solo channel is Weldon Paranormal.
All right. Yeah, be sure to check him out, subscribe, check his stuff out, and give him some likes, guys. For sure.
He does some awesome videos. Well, we thank you for everyone that's joined us tonight and watching. And there's going to be a lot more lives coming every weekend, every Saturday, with plenty more other guests as well.
Sean might be flying solo here soon because I'm picking up a third job.
Yeah, to be doing this on my own, so you'll have to bear with me, guys, when it comes to looking at comments. But obviously, I could see the comments here. Yeah, but again, we really appreciate everyone who's joined, everyone who's shared, everyone that does share.
Everybody that put their questions in and helped us with some of those responses. Thanks for telling us what you heard, too. All right, I think we are going to call it a night. And Keith, I'll get this split up and I'll shoot that over. I'll use WeTransfer. Just send Sean your email address, and I'll get that.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Okay. So thank you everyone again. Thank you everyone for joining tonight. Stay safe and remember, lots of more communication to come from us, obviously Keith as well, and anyone in the groups. Keep doing the great work you're doing so far.
And we'll see you guys next Saturday.
See ya.
Ciao for now.
Bye. Okay. Here we go.
I've done that.